Irving. To Marcus Smart. Fires the three. Adetokunbo, the rebound.
Hey,
to Bledsoe.
Up. Keep him that way. Keep him that way. Screen your left. Screen your left. Shot.
Short jumper off the mark. Horford to Marcus Smart. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Spinning shot. Won't fall.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss his shot. That's great defense.
Terrific vision. Horford. Well, their first three, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that dropped earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
And look out.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Middleton.
Screen, come. Feed me.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Irving. Tatum. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Adetokunbo. Yes.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Kyrie Irving missed his first. That one goes. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Irving. That won't go. Irving. With the flush. Taking on all comers.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
To Adetokunbo. Lobs it up. Slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kyrie Irving, odds are he hits that 9 times out of 10. Wide open three is good. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Kyrie lets it go. Kyrie Irving. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, Boston.
Bucks at the controls. Al Horford with a piece. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Adetokunbo. And that one out of bounds off of Buck. From long range, contested shot, Marcus Morris can't hit.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
DJ Wilson.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. This for the tie. First quarter's complete. The Bucks in front. Jay, one quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Celtics have it.
That's me.
Irving.
Get back in there. Get back in there.
Add 2 points to the board.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The lead is 2. Oh, ferocious slam inside. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Hayward. Ball's controlled by Boston. Nice pass to set things up. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Aaron Baines at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of their way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down 4. Kyrie Irving. He's now 4 for 6.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Lopez knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Irving taken down by Giannis. Irving. And he finishes at the rim.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Nice pass to get things going.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
I got ball.
To Irving. Marcus Smart, good touch.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Bledsoe. A pass taken away by the Celtics. To Irving. Lets it fly from long range. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. To Irving. Trying to cash in. Kyrie with a shot, no good. To Adetokunbo. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Good shot, man.
To Irving. And stuffs it down.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands, get in there, strip that ball away.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 77, Ersan Ilyasova.
Bledsoe. Not done yet.
Feed the beast, man. Feed the beast.
1 minute left in
Lopez.
Push that.
Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
To Bledsoe. Bledsoe slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Bledsoe with the basketball. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. Eric Bledsoe. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Bucks with the lead.
Fellas, back to you.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Up 6. Here comes the screen. To Middleton. Here's a chance from long range. That's a heady play for Chris Middleton. Hand in his face, he still buries the three.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Bledsoe with it up top. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Adetokunbo. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Screen coming. Lopez to Adetokunbo. 4-3. Rebound Horford. To Marcus Smart. Irving. Aaron Baines powers it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the past. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
A fundamental shot right there.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Irving. Fires the three. The Bucks clear the rebound. Giannis with it up top. 2-point advantage. End-to-end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Irving. Rebound pulled down by Giannis. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Rozier into the front court. The deficit is 6. Brook Lopez sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Adetokunbo. Lopez. For 3, and Giannis Adetokunbo feeling it. Zero hesitation as he hits the 3.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
To Jaylen Brown. Middleton. Oh, big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Rozier. Shot from the lane won't go. Adetokunbo to the rim. Brown with it up top. His guys down 11. Oh, Jaylen Brown above the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Jaylen Brown. Horford. Deep left corner. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Giannis in control of the basketball. Final minute to play in this third quarter. They need something to go down. It's no good. To Jaylen Brown. Rozier. Bucks take down the board. To Lopez. Al Horford.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Mike Budenholzer seen enough from this group. Here comes some changes. Middleton. Not that time. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by George Hill. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the West.
To Horford. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
And a throwdown. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. George Hill tips it. Long key from three-quarters court, three-quarters down. The Bucks in command of this one. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Kyrie across the timeline. The deficit now up to 13. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To George Hill. Adetokunbo. George Hill. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Textbook body control on the Euro step.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Adetokunbo to Hill. Nothing going here on that drive. Greek Freak for 2. No good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
I got him.
To Adetokunbo. Throws it up. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Changes coming from both sides right now. Kyrie with the rock. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
A simple touch foul.
Irving to Hayward. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Giannis with it up top. His guys leading by 14. Al Horford sends it away. Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Irving into the front court. His guys down big. It goes down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Irving, and they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jed.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Irving goes to the right side. To Irving. Tatum buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Hill gets it in the right corner. And count the basket inside.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Celtics have it. Giannis Antetokounmpo snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. To Irving. Fires the 3. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I will be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never be 5.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Brown into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Count the basket inside.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Cleans it up. Offensive board to George Hill. Pass to the rim. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout. They're down big in this 4th quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Irving, deep right corner. Hayward buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
Irving. Baseline drive. And the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
8 seconds. It's going the other way. Straight on 3. At the buzzer, the Bucks claim victory.